Welcome to my journey through the Bible. This will be a summary of 1 King chapter 17, verses 1 through 24. Now Elijah had said to Hadad that, "As the Lord God of Israel lives, before whom I stand, there will not be dew nor rain for many years." And the Lord had spoke to Elijah and told him to go eastward down to the brook of Jordan, where he would drink water, and a raven would feed him. Now Elijah listened to all that the Lord had commanded him, and he did drink water from the brook, and a raven did bring him bread and meat morning and night. Then after some time the brook had dried up, because there was no rain in the land. And God had came to Elijah and told him to go to a place and dwell. There would be a widow that would sustain him. Now when Elijah had came to the gate, he saw a widow gathering sticks, and he called out to her, "Bring me a vessel of water." And so she went to go bring him some water. And then Elijah had called, "And also bring me a morsel of bread in your hand." And the widow had said, "As the Lord God lives, I have no cake. I only have a handful of meal and a little bit of oil. And I am gathering these two sticks that I may be able to make food for me and my son. We will eat, and then we will die." And Elijah said, "Fear not, and go do all that you have said. But make the cake for me first, and bring it to me, and then you can make for you and your son." For the Lord God of Israel had said that the barrel of meal will not be wasted, and your oil will not fail, until the day that the Lord sends rain upon the earth. Now it had came to pass that the son of the widow had grew very sick, so sick that the breath of life had went out of him. And the widow had went to Elijah and said, "What do I have to do with you, man of God? Have you came to remind me of my sins and slay my son?" And Elijah said, "Give me your son." And he took the boy out of her arms, and he took him up to the loft, and he laid him down on the bed. And he cried out to God, "O Lord God, have you brought evil upon this widow that I have journeyed to by slaying her son?" And Elijah had stretched himself over the child 3 different times, and crying out to the Lord for him to give the soul back to the boy. And the Lord heard the voice of Elijah, and the soul had came back into the boy, and he was revived. Now Elijah had took the son out of his chamber and brought him to his mother and said, "See, your son lives." And the widow said, "I know now that you are a man of God, and the words that come out of your mouth are truth. May God be with you in everything and every way.